There's only one way to describe a hamburger, and that's a Whataburger.
Consumers may not know is that some meat has actually been treated with carbon monoxide gas in order to keep it looking fresh for weeks.
Treating meat with carbon monoxide allows the meat to keep its freshly ground red color, even though the meat may have spoiled. I have a picture on the screen. There's 2 packages of ground meat that were left out at room temperature for 27 hours. You can see the one which was treated with carbon monoxide looks fresh and red, while the other meat has turned brown and quite nasty looking.
Congressman Stupak and Congressman Ed Markey have introduced legislation that would require meat treated with carbon monoxide to be labeled so the consumer would know. According to the industry, 2/3 of all meat and chicken is no longer cut by a butcher in front of customers or in back of the supermarket case. Now, pre-packaged, case-ready meat is prepared off-site at large distributors and then shipped to supermarkets. The carbon monoxide treatment keeps meat looking fresh in that process. Food experts say a pound of ground beef cut by a butcher goes brown in 4 to 5 days. But meat treated with carbon monoxide by a meat packer can stay looking fresh for weeks.
Slaughterhouse workers removed beef cuts by hand. The leftover beef trimmings contain usable meat. To separate fat from the lean meat, the trimmings are placed in a centrifuge and heated. The result is lean, finely textured beef. To kill off any bacteria, the lean, textured beef is blasted with ammonium hydroxide. Because pink slime is 100% beef, it is not identified as an ingredient in product labels.
Making such a big deal about it. It's in headlines, it's everywhere, right? So I finally decided to read the story to figure out what it is and why it's such a big deal. Jesus, I want you to go to the picture. And, okay, so...
Oh, geez, and Lord mercy, what is that? Because, look, hold on. Ice cream is good, except it would be gigantic. Okay, that's a good guess. The second thing I thought was that it was like a boa constrictor or something, like, you know, some sort of massive snake.
A massive pink boa constrictor.
Oh, well, it's pink, that's all, you know, but somebody was having fun.
Right.
Maybe cotton candy. So what does it turn out to be?
It's actually mechanically separated poultry.
That sounds delicious.
And this substance that you see here, which is known as poultry paste, is used in mass-produced chicken nuggets. Oh!
Food safety concerns generally fall into 3 categories: biological, chemical, and physical hazards. Physical hazards can come from a number of places, such as the farm, the ingredients, the production process, and even the environment in the food processing facility. In general, most manufacturers agree that physical hazards are impossible to eliminate and must be detected and rejected from the production line. Thermo Fisher Scientific's people and products are ideally suited to address this growing concern. Food safety awareness has been growing exponentially in the last 3 to 5 years. This is due to the number of increased incidents around the world, product recalls, bad press, and even sickness and death. The result of this is leading food producers around the world are working overtime to improve their policies and procedures.
Hello, my name is Benjamin Gonzalez.
Hi, my name is Danny Munoz. I'm a kinesiology major. With my degree, I plan on going into research for obesity, childhood obesity to develop.
It was McDonald's, just because there's one everywhere. It was so convenient and so cheap. And it was just like, oh look, McDonald's. Oh look, McDonald's. So it's kind of just like, that was the killer. Big Macs are bad. That whatever they did, what was it called? Super Size Me? That shit is true. Watch out.
As a child, I went to daycare a lot and I was at home a lot by myself. So my parents would come home with fast food.
Mainly school, moving away from my family, getting a job, and having like a more busy life, really. Like it just, I don't know, it just stopped happening. I just didn't want to like have to go out in traffic, have to go get fast food, and then come all the way back to my house, and I could just make it in my house in that same amount of time. And plus it'll be like so much more fresh and like delicious. It's kind of one of those things where I was just like, you know what? Every time I go to fast food, like half the time it's bad.
I was very, very on the borderline for diabetes, and I was tired of wearing XXL shirts. I decided, you know, I don't want to be that fat guy anymore. Like I said before, I ate McDonald's, Pizza Hut, Taco Bell, anything that was fast food or my mom made, and my proportional sizes were beyond. It takes a lot of dedication, drive, to make a transition from one lifestyle to another. It's completely changing, and just make sure that you know what you want and go after it. It's going to be a whole lifestyle change. You're going to want to give up on yourself. You're going to want to, you know, not do this anymore, but it's going to be worth it in the end.
Just try it. It's okay. And I know it seems scary, but like you'll be much happier. Trust me. Like I used to think like, no, some guy, but when I changed my lifestyle, I kind of was like, oh, this is better. I think I'm gonna keep this way.
Forcing to eat right, vegetables, fruits, everything that's natural, organically grown, something that's not processed. Be stern about eating. If they don't finish their vegetables, don't give them dessert. Don't give them dessert. Period. They don't need it. It's just extra sugar that's going to be compounded and make you fat, and then it's going to lead to teasing and bullying, and etc. Stuff that kids don't want to do nowadays.
It's a place where basically people come to meet people, to share in a culture. It's not just a place where you come buy stuff, but actually, or sell stuff. But it's actually a place where you come and share your ideas and enjoy the whole experience.